Welcome to Stage 4 Dreams, where real stories spark real dreams. This is the journey of a girl who at just 15 years old faced her idol, Venus Williams, at Wimbledon, and won. Let's begin. At just 15 years old, Coco Gauff stepped onto the hallowed grass courts of Wimbledon, her heart pounding with anticipation and hope. The world watched as she faced Venus Williams, a legend whose name had become synonymous with tennis excellence. For many, this match was simply another first-round contest. But for Coco, it was a moment that would define her career and inspire an entire generation. From the moment she was introduced to the sport, Coco's journey was marked by relentless dedication and an unwavering belief in her own abilities. Raised in a family that valued hard work and perseverance, she began playing tennis at a young age, quickly rising through the ranks of junior competitions. Her talent was evident, but it was her mental fortitude and composure that set her apart from her peers. Coco's dream was not just to play at Wimbledon, but to win, to make history, and to show young athletes everywhere that age is not a barrier to greatness. The anticipation leading up to her match against Venus Williams was palpable. Venus, a five-time Wimbledon champion, was a player Coco had idolized since she was a child. The thought of playing against her was both exhilarating and daunting. Coco knew she was stepping into the spotlight, not just as a competitor, but as a symbol of youth, determination, and the power of dreams. As the match began, Coco displayed a remarkable combination of poise and aggression. Her serve was powerful and precise, her movement across the court agile and graceful. Each point she won was met with a mixture of disbelief and joy from the crowd, who quickly realized they were witnessing something extraordinary. The pressure of the moment never seemed to faze her. Instead, it fueled her resolve. Coco's athleticism was matched only by her tactical intelligence, as she outmaneuvered Venus with sharp angles and fearless volleys. The match progressed, and Coco's confidence grew. She played each game with a maturity beyond her years, refusing to let nerves or intimidation affect her performance. When she won the final point, the stadium erupted in applause. Coco Gauff had defeated Venus Williams, and in doing so, she had announced her arrival on the world stage. Tears welled in her eyes as she approached the net to shake hands with her hero. Venus offered words of encouragement, acknowledging the significance of the moment not just for Coco, but for the sport itself. News of Coco's victory spread rapidly, capturing the imagination of tennis fans and young athletes alike. Social media buzzed with messages of support and admiration. For many, Coco Gauff became an instant role model, a living testament to the power of youthful ambition and hard work. She showed that barriers could be broken, that the impossible could be achieved, and that the next generation was ready to take its place. But Coco's impact extended far beyond that single match. Her victory at Wimbledon became a catalyst for change, inspiring young players from diverse backgrounds to believe in themselves. Tennis clubs saw a surge in participation, with children eager to emulate her success. Parents and coaches began to recognize the importance of nurturing talent without placing limits on what young athletes could accomplish. Coco's story was proof that age, experience, and reputation were no match for determination and self-belief. Throughout her journey, Coco Gauff remained grounded, never losing sight of the values instilled in her by her family. She spoke openly about her admiration for Venus and Serena Williams, acknowledging the trail they had blazed for players of color in a sport that had long struggled with diversity. Coco understood the significance of representation, and she embraced her role as a leader for a new generation. Her humility and grace in victory resonated with fans, reinforcing the idea that true greatness is measured not just by talent, but by character. Coco's path to Wimbledon was not without challenges. The pressure of sudden fame, the scrutiny of the media, and the expectations of a global audience could have overwhelmed anyone. Yet she handled each obstacle with remarkable maturity, focusing on her training, her education, and her personal growth. She balanced the demands of professional tennis with the joys of being a teenager, never allowing herself to be defined solely by her achievements on the court. As Coco continued her career, she faced new opponents, new challenges, and new opportunities. Each match was a chance to learn, to adapt, and to improve. She forged friendships with fellow athletes, building a network of support and camaraderie that enriched her experience. The lessons she learned about resilience, respect, and the importance of hard work became the foundation of her approach to life, both on and off the court. Coco Gauff's story is a reminder that greatness can emerge at any age, from any background. Her victory over Venus Williams was more than a sporting achievement. It was a message to dreamers everywhere that anything is possible. She inspired countless young athletes to pick up a racket, to step onto the court, and to strive for excellence. Her legacy is not just in the matches she has won, but in the lives she has touched and the dreams she has ignited. As she looks to the future, Coco remains focused on her goals, driven by the same passion that carried her to Wimbledon. She continues to challenge herself, setting new benchmarks and pushing the boundaries of her potential. With each tournament, she grows stronger, wiser, and more determined to leave her mark on the world of tennis. Yet for Coco Gauff, the journey is about more than trophies and titles. It is about inspiring others, breaking barriers, and showing that with courage and commitment, anything is possible. She stands as a beacon of hope for young athletes everywhere, a symbol of what can be achieved when talent meets determination. Coco's story is still unfolding, but her impact is already profound. She has changed the way we think about youth, talent, and possibility. She has reminded us that heroes can come in all shapes and sizes, and that sometimes the greatest victories are those that inspire others to follow their own dreams. In the years to come, Coco Gauff will continue to compete, to grow, and to inspire. Her journey is a testament to the power of believing in oneself and to the incredible things that can happen when a young person dares to dream big. She has already made history, and her legacy will endure, lighting the way for generations of athletes yet to come. Coco Gauff's triumph at Wimbledon was the beginning of a new chapter, not just for her, but for the sport of tennis itself. Through hard work, resilience, and an unshakable belief in her own potential, she has shown the world what is possible. For every young athlete watching, she is proof that dreams do come true, and that with passion and perseverance, anything can be achieved. Like this video if you believe in your dream. Comment, what challenge are you ready to tackle? Subscribe for more true stories of real-life champions just like you.